What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Randy, with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you another stellar Sea of Conquest video today. We are talking about the brand new hero just added to the game, Rinfuu, okay? Rumors of Rinfuu's existence were floating around a few weeks ago. He appeared in an in-game patch note, and then he disappeared the next day. And here he is. Rinfuu is... We're going to talk about Rinfuu. Rinfuu, first off, is available through the knife throwing event, okay? If you're not familiar with the knife throwing event, you can get 20 to 30 free throwing knives from in-game events and stalls, but if you really want to get him to 4 to 6 star, you're going to probably have to do more than 100 throwing knives. To get him to 4 stars, probably going to cost you at least 100 throwing knives, if not a little more, unless you get really lucky. So be prepared. If you're not going to have that many throwing knives and you're free to play, you may only get him to 2 or 3 stars. The good news is, Rinfuu is amazing at 2 and 3 stars, so that is a big plus. He is God's gift to this game as the top damage dealer at 6 stars. He's an absolute monster. And if you are going to spend money on Rinfuu to get him to 6 stars, like I said, you may need to drop $100 and get a few extra knives. You should probably check out the sponsor for today's video, GemZ. GemZ can get you that $100 pack for $87. Check the link to their Discord in my video description below. Thank you, GemZ, for sponsoring today's video. So, Rinfuu is a monster, okay? His first skill does decent damage. He does a little bit more damage than Ricky. Ricky is 400% damage to 3 targets. Rinfuu is 420% damage to 3 targets. And then he also increases his damage output based on how many stacks of Windmark he has. Windmark stacks are unique to Rinfuu. They're brand new, and they can stack at least to 10, if not higher. So let's just say you've been in the fight for 10 or 15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. You have 10 stacks of wind, okay? That is going to be another 50% damage output, allowing you to do 470% damage output to 3 targets. Now you're dealing significantly more damage than Ricky with his ultimate. And you already know Ricky is a big damage dealer, so this is really, really impressive, okay? His 2-star ability is maybe the most valuable 2-star ability in the game for any hero anywhere. I want to repeat that. You don't have to spend money and get him to 6 stars. His 2-star ability is the best 2-star ability in the game, hands down, no questions asked, okay? It will allow the ship he's on, when it does a basic attack, Rinfuu says, you're going to do another basic attack. I put the 2 up. You're going to do another basic attack. So instead of 1, now you got 2. Did you like that with the clap? Kind of hurt a little bit. Now you have 2 basic attacks. You also are going to increase your basic attack by whatever the skill level is, this damage amount, okay? That's incredible. There are a lot of builds in this game that rely very heavily on basic attacks. Having Rinfuu as a jack of all trades who can fit in any slot and have any ship, just like that, do double the number of basic attacks is really, really key. It is very big theory crafting for many builds. I've already got like 5 or 6 new versions of anti-meta builds that have him in different ships in different places. We'll be talking about him a whole lot this season. He is going to release for my server in a few days here when the knife throwing event starts. We're really excited, okay? His 3-star skill, gain 2 stacks of Windmark when the battle starts, so immediately you have 2 stacks. That means immediately you are doing another 10% damage here, so you're really doing 430 at this very start, okay? And every time you do a basic attack, there is a chance to gain another stack of Windmark. Keep in mind, you're doing 2 basic attacks per basic attack, so every second you have 2 chances to get more Windmarks, okay? Higher probability to get them as the rank goes up. The 4-star skill, this is starting to get interesting now, right? Now you can start to see some scaling here. So every time Rinfuu, the ship he's on, does a basic attack, or the 2 basic attacks per turn, he is going to be triggering this Howling Gale ability, doing damage. The base damage with no stacks is the same amount of damage as Sharky. Sharky does 40% artillery damage to the enemy ships every time you do a basic attack, okay? Now you can boost this by the amount of Windmarks. since, as you know, you get 2 win marks the second the fight starts if you have him at 3 stars, okay? Or I guess 4 stars. If you have him at 4 stars, then you are doing 3% additional damage per stack. So immediately, now you're doing 46% damage, and as this stacks up 10 times, you're going to almost double the damage output. You'll be doing 70% damage output when Rinfuu's only 4 stars with 10 stacks. We believe, after a little bit of testing from a few friends of mine, we believe that this can continue to stack past 10. We will do more testing and confirm that for you, but there is a chance that in long fights, this ability really scales up and you'd see a ton of damage, okay? And his most important ability here is the 6-star, well, I should say, not the most important, but one of the most important abilities that he has is Godly Might, okay? Once you get to 10 stacks, it may take you 15-20 seconds into a fight to get the 10 stacks. Once you get to 10 stacks, however many enemy ships are on the field, you will hit them all with a basic attack every 5 seconds. You will also deal a good amount of damage with that basic attack, and if you scale this, okay, up against his Howling Gale, not only are you hitting maybe 6 targets with this, but you're also hitting them with Howling Gale because this procs on basic attack. You are also hitting them with potentially Sharky's abilities, which proc from basic attack. So you could see an incredible amount of damage from the 6-star ability, but again, this is for a little bit longer fights. This ability is not going to trigger, at the beginning of a 1 versus 1 straight clash build. This ability is going to trigger when you have 10 stacks of win mark. Depending on your star level, like I said, could be 20 seconds before you get there. All right? So that is Rinfuu, guys. He is absolutely incredible, and I will talk about one particular combination for him. Okay, one ship skill setup for him. Once I get Rinfuu, he is going to go ahead and sit on Ophelia's spot. I will take out Ricky, and I will put Key Lanting in. I will end up running Rinfuu, Sharky, Key Lanting, basic damage build with a Goddess Sitjeet that has New Age ammunition and heavy artillery. Those are 2 must-have abilities for this particular theory crafting build, because you were going to rely on Rinfuu triggering a ton of artillery damage on basic attack. You were going to rely on Sharky doing a ton of artillery damage on basic attack. You're going to rely on Sharky triggering a bunch more basic attacks, okay? Triggering a bunch of skills and more basic attacks. And Key Lanting is going to help snowball very hard with Rinfuu because she is going to be doing, okay, every time you launch a basic attack, you have a high chance to trigger this. In addition, not only are you going to be potentially triggering more artillery damage, but you'll be triggering artillery damage on her basic attacks, okay? You'll be getting stacks of building up, which will help you trigger ambush, all right? And you'll be getting rage for your ship. So if you are every 5 seconds launching 6 basic attacks, okay, you are going to be getting at 12 stars, whatever her, I think it's 50 rage, okay, 50 times 6, that's 300 rage for your ship every time this guy does that nuke. So it's going to be a big deal whenever Rinfuu, Sharky, and Key Lanting get together. And again, I can't stress enough, New Age ammunition with splash damage is the way to go. I'm getting this damn Ricky pop up here. Get out of here, Ricky, whatever your name is. New Age ammunition is going to be key. Heavy artillery is going to be key. Shotgun weapons is also going to be key. I may try to get shotgun weapons on this ship instead of defensively offensive. I have to decide. But adding more splash damage is only going to help the build strengthen further. Okay, so Rinfuu, ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed today's video. And again, check out GemZ. Save money on your in-game purchases here and in other games, okay? Save an incredible amount of money. $100 packs, $87. Check it out. Like and subscribe. Randy